Listen up, guys. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So I told y'all for the week. This is probably a gray hair or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that, okay? So y'all ever have one of those moments where everything just don't seem to be going right, and no matter what you try, it don't seem to be going right? Well, listen. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Netflix has this movie, right? Netflix has this movie, and we're gonna talk about this movie, right? So the movie is called Just One of Those Days, right? Because we all had one of them days before. We all had one of them days. We all had one of them days. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're rich or poor or middle class or whatever class. We've all had one of them days where things just don't go right. But this movie here, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I will say that. So it has Keke Palmer in it, and it has that girl who danced at the Super Bowl with Kendra Lamar. What's her name? SZA, I think that's how you say it. SZN. Her. That girl. Okay. So it has those two wonderful ladies in it, and they are like roommates and stuff like that, and kind of like sisters and stuff as well, you know. But anyway, so they're basically like roommates and stuff like that. And so Keke Palmer is actually up for promotion, and she actually has an interview the next day with some big time people. But there's a lot of stuff that leads up to this big time interview. A lot. And let's go talk about it, okay? I'm gonna give you a little taste, okay? So you can be like, oh, okay, that sounds like something I want to watch. Oh, maybe not. So anyway, so the movie is rated R, so you might not want to watch with your kids. There is one subjective scene that's kind of like, okay, but overall, I would say it's a pretty good movie that you could watch with your kids. But this one scene though, it's kind of like, close your eyes, boy. Close your eyes. That's what Mom always usually do to us. Whenever the kids are seeing this thing, she'll be like, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Anyway, so now they come home, right? So Keke Palmer comes home from work. The roommate picks her up, SZA, picks her up from work, takes her home and stuff like that. And then they see that there's one kid. He got an eviction notice. His stuff is all out on the street, whatever, right? And of course, they don't want that to happen to them. So now, what happened is that Keke Palmer gave SZA the rent money. What does SZA do? She go and gives her boyfriend the rent money to go pay the guy. Why would you do that? Anyway, so now when SZA has given the rent money, the boyfriend go ahead and dipped on them. He dipped. He took all his stuff, ran out the house and stuff like that. And meanwhile, there is a little bit of arguments between Keke Palmer and the boyfriend, because the boyfriend is basically freeloading over the girl, and the girl's not really seeing this, right? The girl is just opening up her heart, keep on opening her heart to this boy, and he just keep on letting her down. And even like SZA happens to be like this artist also in the movie, and he doesn't like say, oh babe, you know, your art is great, your art is good. He don't tell her none of that. He don't encourage her. That's the word I'm looking for. He don't encourage her, right? But anyway, so throughout the movie, like I said, there's certain events now, right? So now they're about to get evicted. The guy's like, oh, y'all have a certain amount of hours before y'all get evicted. So like, all right, boom. And so now they try to get this money together. They're trying to find out what the boyfriend is, so maybe they can get the money back. And lo and behold, they couldn't get the money back. They run to the boyfriend's now girlfriend, and she's more like this little tough type of LA type of chick, you know. And they run into her. They almost got into a fight with her. Actually, they kind of dig into a fight with her. And when one of the points and stuff like that. And then they go to the food bank. I'm not a food bank. They he goes to a blood bank to try to raise some money, and then lo and behold, that turned out bad. That whole scene was just crazy, y'all. That whole blood scene at the blood bank, that scene was just wild and crazy. It was funny. It was funny as well, and it also had the teacher, no, the principal from uh, what's that show that they do it in Pennsylvania? Um, uh, Man, I can't remember that show, but anyway, it had that principal on it, and she was really funny too. She was like the part that she played in in this movie I'm telling y'all about. Yo, she was hilarious just in that small little tiny part. She definitely played her part. And then lo and behold, they were able to when they were at Church's Chicken, Keke Palmer was hanging out with this one dude, who she thought in her head was like this gangster type of guy, and he probably was at one point in time. But anyway, so then and he was trying to explain to her that he was a fireman. He's a fireman, and she's not getting it. She sees the axe underneath the car and stuff like that. And so finally, this one, Cat Williams is in the movie too. And Cat Williams plays a good part throughout the movie. He doesn't. I like the fact that he doesn't overshadow, and it doesn't look like he overshadows anybody in the movie because it's Cat Williams. Come on now. So while they're so they originally met Cat at like this payday loan place, and he was like, "Yo, get away." But anyway, so in the scene I'm talking about now, they are SZA, the roommate. She's like trying to like get these Jordans out and stuff like that. And then she finally gets the Jordans down. Sells them to Lil Ray, Lil Ray Lowry. He's also in the movie too. I told y'all they got some big name stars in this movie, y'all. So she sells them to them, and then she gets the right amount of the rent money, right? So now Keke Palmer goes to her interview, right? So she's like dressed like this stripper type of clothing, right? And so she found a jacket, this blue pullover type of jacket. She finds the jacket, she puts the jacket on and stuff, and then she goes to the interview, and they really like her and stuff like that. But throughout the time of the interview, SZA was being like very like, I don't know if you want to say cocky, but she was trying to flex on her boyfriend, right? She was trying to flex on her boyfriend. She was trying to be like, you know what, I moved on and stuff like that. So she took a picture with this other guy, and so now the girlfriend of the new girlfriend of the boyfriend, she found out where they are now, and so now they go to where they are, and they start beating the girl up. And then that's when, of course, Keke Palmer comes out, starts fighting with them and stuff like that. And then the new girlfriend, just took the money and stuff like that. And then, of course, the fight happened in front of where the interview was. So the lady was just like, "This is not the type of image that we need for our company. So we're gonna have to tell you that." No, it's not gonna happen. I mean, mind you, the lady was black too, but still, it was just like, dude, like this is not what we need for our image. This is not what we need for our company. So anyway, so then that happened, and they go back to their place. They find out they've been evicted, and then the guy was like, "Oh, if you come up with such money by 11, then I'll put the stuff back in myself." And so of course. They're just out on the street, and one just like, "What's up?" So one of the neighbors who's a white girl, who's this white girl, and was like, "Yo, remember we were supposed to go on to your house for some mimosas or whatever?" And they was like, "Oh yeah." And then she sees the painting. She's like, "Oh, how much is the painting?" And so then they were like, "Oh, $350 for painting." It was like, "All right, cool, done." And so they paid like $350 for the painting, right? And so they go to the lady's house, and then the lady was like, "Yo, Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer was like, "Oh, we're gonna do an art pop up shop type of thing," and so she's like, "Oh, invite all your friends, invite all the people, this and that." So they get together and they have a little pop up art type of show, which everybody came out and they actually raised enough money to pay back the drug dealer because they actually stole his Jordans and stuff like that. And I tell you, that there's just a lot of stuff in the movie that you actually really have to watch. I really can't fully give out to y'all and fully tell y'all what goes on. And throughout the whole movie, it is something that you have to watch. You have to put it onto your list of things to watch, your list of movies to watch. Now, would I watch it again? I would definitely watch it again. Why would I watch it? I would probably put it on the third time just for background noise. But the second time, I would definitely be watching it. I would definitely would be in tune. Now, let me tell y'all something. This movie, it has a lot of friendships. It has betrayals in it. It has a lot of stuff in it that you see what goes on in a normal friendship, right? So there's a lot of stuff you gotta pay attention to. There's a lot of stuff that you gotta really focus your attention on to. Kiki Palmer and sisters, they really did a really good job with actually bringing forth this movie, with actually just creating a movie like this. They really did a fantastic job. And like I said, Cat Williams is in the movie. He doesn't overshadow them at all. He doesn't. Yeah, like he plays his part and he plays his part well. And all the other bigger artists that's in the movie, they really played their part well. So I'll definitely tell y'all to go see it. And yes, I will. Yes, it's something that I will definitely watch again. And overall, I'll give it about an eight out of 10. So definitely watch it, y'all. Take care, y'all.